Raagalaya Entertainment Media. As you all know, Raagalaya has been promoting dancers, singers and performers across the city by hosting a wide range of live performances and dance programs for all of you to enjoy. And today we are at the doorsteps of Nupur School of Dance to meet Guru Srimati Nisha Gilbert ma'am. But before watching this video, make sure that you have subscribed and liked this channel, and also don't forget to hit the bell icon so that you are updated with all new videos from this channel. So now we are with the disciples of Guru Srimati Nisha Gilbert. Let us find out what they have to say about teacher. So, how long have you been associated with ma'am?
Hi, my name is Sharayu Gavi. I am a media lawyer working with Jio Cinema, and I am a student of Nupur School of Dance, guided by Guru Srimati Nisha Gilbert. I've been associated with dance school since 2015, almost a decade, and it has been quite an amazing journey. I remember my first stage performance. I had just joined, and I think in a month I got an opportunity to perform, which was really good. And after so many years, I've been doing it so swiftly only because of her. I remember just coming to class and just crying in front of her for no absolute reason. And she used to ask me, "Why are you crying? I'm not even yelling at you." I said, "I don't know why I'm crying. It's just mixed emotions. It's happiness, it's stress. It was surreal. It was very much overwhelming for the opportunities I've got, and the fact that I can showcase something so amazing and so swiftly to someone, and I'm forever grateful for her, for the experience she has given me. And it's just not only dance which she has groomed me in, but all walks of life, be it discipline, leadership, the opportunities, organizing shows, hosting shows, which I never really thought like I had that in me. And she kind of identifies the strength of each one of them and gives them opportunities, and the weaknesses, and the team also which I have are very much supportive, and it's just amazing. Like, I look forward to come to class after work at 7:30 just because it just brightens up my day, and it just takes out all the stress from throughout the day which I've had at work, and I just look forward to coming to class. It's just an amazing space. It's a home for all of us, and it's all because of Nisha ma'am, which we are forever grateful for. And she's super fun, which we were like, oh wow, Nisha ma'am is fun, we can chill. But in class we are like, no, we are dreadful also of her. We do cry. We cry. Like, I'm 30 and I still go when I cry ki Nisha ma'am yelled at me today, but it's okay. It's all said and done. At the end of the day, she'll just come and give you a tightest hug, and she's like, the show must go on. So it's been an amazing experience for us, and for me as well.
So I came to know about Nisha ma'am. She was one of my judges during my dance competitions. But I never thought that I could be much blessed to learn under her. Finally, I got a chance 2 years back, and I started attending her classes, and it's been hell of a journey because I got to perform in various kinds of stages, opportunities, got to meet wonderful people who admire dance. So that's something I got to experience under her guidance. And I have an amazing group of dancers. So I think the way she treats them, guides them, supports them, everything is reflected in everybody's dance as well as their normal personality. So that's something she's very much good at. Other than that, she's like a friend to us. Like we could share our daily problems, rant about our issues and our work-life pressure, family, everything. And she'll never behave as somebody who is so much elder to us. So that's like a blessing to me. Me myself being a pilot, I am not able to attend classes or perform, but she is always supportive. She's like, whenever you have time, come here, I'll teach you. You can come and dance at any time. So that's something I never thought I could get my dance and my career together. So it's because of Nisha ma'am that I am able to do it now. And as everybody said, that how she is been there with us throughout the journey, from a smaller kid to the eldest one. We never felt she has been any impartial to anyone. So it's like a blessing being part of Nupur School of Dance.
Hi, I'm Elizabeth Jacob and I'm associated with Nisha ma'am since past 10 years. And the journey has been truly fun, loving. The way ma'am treats me is like, she treats me like her own sister, and then I can always rely on her. So how I came to know about this is, I always wanted to perform, I always wanted to dance, learn Bharatanatyam as an art form. I always wanted to do that. However, my parents were very skeptical about it. They were not, since I was from a Catholic background, they were not sure that I can take it forward, or they were not very comfortable about this art form. But then I was very adamant that I will take it forward. But I was not convinced at this age of 25, how will I take it forward? But ma'am open-heartedly took me with her under her wings and then made me understand that you don't need age, or you don't have to be from some background or some culture, or you don't have to start at a certain age. You can start it at whatever age that you want, and then that comfort, that ease helped me to complete such a wonderful time with her. So for me, coming to dance class is like a stress buster. So I have to go to work. Being part of this media industry as an analyst, we do a lot of brainstorming and everything. But whenever I come to dance class, I forget everything. I don't have to think what is happening in my life. I don't have to think what is happening, what the next day I have to plan for. I can just dance. That 2 hours or that 1.5 hours that I'm over here is absolutely surreal, and it is very comfortable, and I'm absolutely at peace. So this is what Nisha ma'am does to us. Moreover, I am someone who is super nervous about everything. So she is the one who pushes me, Ellie, you take it forward, you do your thing. And although I ensure that I am at the back of the performance, but she is the one who will be like, no, you go ahead, you push, you do this. Even right now, I'm actually very nervous. But I know she is sitting beside me and she's like, no, you can do it, you will do it, and you will have to do it. There is no way around. So this is what she has done with me. I'm still nervous, but I know she will be there besides me to take everything forward.
Hello, I'm Ananya Srinivasan, and I'm here to speak about my experience with Nisha at Nupur School of Dance. I had joined at the age of 5, and it's been 8 years since. I am actually blessed to be here because, frankly, before I was not interested in anything. When I came here, I found my interest in sports, dance, music. Every interest just started here. And from now, I realize that if I would have joined before, it would have been a more better this. But I'm still happy with where I joined. So during my Arangetram on the 1st of May, I was not well. Every time I would see Nisha ma'am and say, like through eye expressions, we would communicate, am I doing well? That was my fear because I was down with wheezing, cough, cold. I could see the tension, I could feel it as well. And I was like, no, you can't give up here, you are this far. Your Rasikas are sitting in front of you, it's high time. And for Nisha ma'am will do it. So I did it somehow with the hope that Nisha ma'am is there with me full time. And throughout this whole journey, I have also felt that and understood whatever valuable lessons she's taught. From how I had started to now is a big difference, all thanks to Nisha ma'am, and day by day I'm learning something very valuable which will help me in future. She tells about manners, behaviors, every single thing regardless of dance or what not ever, it goes on.
Now let us meet Guru Srimati Nisha Gilbert. Hello ma'am, it's my honor to interview today, and when I sit in your presence I can know that I'm front of a very famous classical dance teacher because that is the aura that you protrude.
Hi Harsha, a warm welcome to Nupur School of Dance.
Thank you.
Studio.
So let's start from the beginning itself, ma'am. How did you start with the journey of pursuing Bharatanatyam as your career, and how did dance shape your life?
I started my dance at the age of 5.5. Earlier it was not that interesting for me. My parents pushed me, my great grandfather pushed me to learn dance. That time I was every Saturday, Sunday I have to go to the dance class, and everybody is enjoying party or church activities and all, so I'm not able to enjoy much. But later I realized this, through dance I evolved a lot. The initial process was little difficult for me, but I enjoyed my childhood, learning process, and my Guru Sudha, she inspired me a lot to imbibe this art form from the very young age. So being, as I'm coming from a Christian background, so I didn't have much of supporters, like friends from my circle, so I was feeling awkward. So I loved dancing because of my great grandfather and my parents, so he was when I was 5 years old, he might be in 90s, so he used to ask me to dress up in Bharatanatyam costume, and in the courtyard you have to come and dance. So I got irritated, what is this Appapan saying, but now when I remember those things, I enjoy each and every moment, how nicely he inculcated to this dance form. He prepared me to address the audience. Mine was a joint family, so they all will be used to sit in front of me, and without the makeup, but Bharatanatyam costume I used to dance. It was fun. At that time it was not fun, but now when I recollect those things, such a nostalgic memory and such an inspiration which he provided me on those days. Maybe because of that I am here today. And of course my parents, many objected them, why you are sending her for dance, apart from our religious practices or culture. How can you merge this thing in her life? Don't encourage much into her, but they were very focused on my dance learning process, and they were my ultimate supporters throughout my journey. Of course my family and my kids, my husband, everybody supported me through this journey, so I am here today.
So ma'am, which part of Kerala are you from?
I am from Thrissur district, but it's a remote village. Mine is a very remote village. My village name is Bharatanatyam, close by Velur and Kechiri. I always say these places to get to know that, that remote place.
When did you move to Mumbai from Kerala?
1999 I got married. I'm 25 years.
Oh wow.
I'm here in Kurla. My husband was born and brought up over here in Kurla. So I married over here. I got married over here, and I'm here since 1999.
As you said, you had your childhood in Kerala. So what is that one memorable moment you had in your early training days that you vividly remember?
Yeah, so my place is Vellakanur, that is my village name, and 3 kilometers away I need to travel, and then I have to learn dance. So I was very tiny, so somebody should be there to drop me. So my neighbors, 2 brothers, I call them as brothers, Sevi Chetan and Johnson Chetan, these 2 people used to drop me. Then Amma found it is very difficult for them also to drop me and to take me. They had to wait, or they had to come all the way, run there again. So because of the dance, she inspired me to learn to ride the cycle. So I was the first one who learned to ride the cycle in my village. Cycling also I learned because of the dance. So that was my loveliest memory through dance, which I learned some or other thing. Like that time, that period of time, I'm not talking about like a metropolitan city. For here, it is not a big deal. But for my village, it was a big thing. So Nisha was the first one who did the cycling like that. So it was a precious memory for me. And one more thing I wanted to cherish, like I performed under my guru with her, like a temple named Vailatur Temple. So she took us. We were tiny. My batchmates also were there, and she. After the performance, she was very excited. She gave me 25 rupees as remuneration to me an envelope. And I cherish that remuneration as ever, like the precious remuneration I had received in my life. I still got tears, get tears when I remember those memories. Because she was the only breadwinner in her house at that time. Her dad expired at a very early age. So she used to earn for her 3 sisters and for her mother. She had shown that magnanimity to share her remuneration to her students. I still continue this thing with my students also. When they say that it is not necessary, ma'am, we are okay, we are happy with the opportunity. So I learned that lesson from her, that you have to share what you get. Then they also will get motivated, and they will also show the professionalism. I always cherish this moment where my guru showed that that kindness to her students, which is the most touching thing which I have ever experienced.
So when I listen to your story, the first dialogue that comes to my mind is of Shah Rukh Khan, who said, अगर किसी चीज़ को दिल से चाहो तो पूरी कायनात उसे तुम्हारे सामने लाती है. So thanks to your guru, both Chetas, your family and your husband, for uplifting you to come to this level and perform the way you do. Ma'am, you have created this wonderful dance school called the Nupur School of Dance. What is the inspiration that made you start this beautiful academy?
When I started my career, there was no dance academy over here, especially a Bharatanatyam academy in this particular area. So I thought to imbibe the culture and to share the culture and tradition of Bharatanatyam art form, I should start an institute. And I started with 10 students, at home only I started. Then it flourished by their willingness and parents' support, and many more helped me in this journey. Like that I reached over here.
As our viewers know that we are in Mumbai, which is the hub of Bollywood, commercial dances, there are a lot of hip-hop style dance classes. So how do you cope up as a classical dance teacher with this modern contemporary dance coming forward?
So first of all, I want to tell you, there should not be a discrimination between classical and non-classical. This happened maybe after post-colonialization. I don't think that earlier this discrimination or this disparity was there, and it is not fair also. Each and every dance form has its own, beauty. So though it is Bollywood or folk, whatever. So every element of art has its own charm and its own grace. So fundamentally, I believe that there should not be any classification or discrimination between the dances, like classical and non-classical. And somehow this happened maybe because of the states also push for maybe Tamil Nadu. They must have pushed for this thing, Bharatanatyam, Mohiniyattam and Kathakali ke liye Kerala government or Kerala, that socio-economical every influence must have pushed this or uplifted it to another level. Otherwise there is no disparity. And I always love to tell my students when we popularize one art form, for that we need to enjoy first, then at the same time you try to relate what you are trying to do, that you have to relate with the audience, then definitely you will be able to get the audience for sure. That education part, to educate the rasikas, to uplift, to understand what you are doing, that is your duty. As a dancer, we have to do. We can't curse the audience. They are not attending us, they are not enjoying us. So I think that educating audience or rasika is also our duty. So slowly, I think gradually it is happening, and the social media is supporting us a lot through reels and all, so people now understand Bharatanatyam little bit. I think it will take time. This Western country, they love the ballet. All of them don't know ballet or classical, whatever we say, that difficult dance things, they enjoy, though they don't know. The same way our people also, majority can also enjoy if you uplift them, if you educate them, by addressing them in a very good manner, relating the topic, conversing them, introducing the subject, what we are doing on the stage. If we do like that, then definitely I'm sure that they will enjoy.
Wonderfully said, ma'am. As you said, ma'am, every dance form has its own grace, its own impact. So how do you teach your students about the intricate footwork in Bharatanatyam or the abhinayas that they do from their face? How do you get to the minute details of those dances?
See, for this, definitely I had to get training under lot of legendary dancers, like I had learned under Dr. Sandhya Purecha. She is the one who is the president of SNA, Sangeet Nadak Academy now. So she used to tell us, first you become the character, you be the character itself, so you can project yourself very well. Then subtly she used to sit and say the abhinaya pieces, the sahityam first, the lyrics first, then she translates it. Then we have to, she asks us to, all the gurus, who is into abhinayam, who gave prominences to abhinaya, they say, you learn, read the sahityam, the lyrics first, then you by heart it, then you speak it, then pronounce it, then understand it what you are saying, then you try to become the character. So abhinayam is like that, padartha abhinayam. So word to word meaning we do first, then we take a particular story, then we elaborate the story like that. So that story also I ask the students to do. If you know particular story, you please show me. So they will they will tell the story and they will try to do by themselves. Then I'll correct them if they need to be corrected. Otherwise, I'll take that particular abhinaya piece from them only. I don't have to each and every time. I don't have to use this hasta, that hasta. Not required. And footwork and all, definitely adavos are important. That grammar, the nritta is very important. That is the reason that once you are thorough with the grammar, you can evolve from there. You can jump from there and you can do. So, but that grammatical element of Bharatanatyam dance form, it is very necessary to learn in the beginning itself. Then we will jump into abhinayam and, for the innovations and all, we can go further ahead like that.
Now that we have got into the technicalities of the dance and you spoke about nritta, can you tell our audience about the difference between nritta and nritya?
Yeah. So nritya is the grammatical element, simple, the hand gestures, the eye gestures, with the yato hastas tato drishti and all we say, where the hand goes, the drishti should go. These things are applicable for the nritta. Nritta is the complete grammatical element of the dance movement. Nritya is, on the other hand, is an emotive element. It can give the storyline, it can, emote a particular, emotion or expressing your sthai bhava, this thing. Then people will get the rasa. That is why the audience are called as rasika. The one who absorbing the rasa from the artist. That is rasa, and that's why audience are called as rasika. So that part is nritya. Natya is the combination of both, and according to the Natya Shastra, the characterization, you wear the particular costume and become the character with the proper, properties and all, crown, accessories, aharyam and all, then you are presenting Natya. The perfect example is today's theatre or cinema are example for Natya. Nritya is just an emotive element, expression or abhinaya, and Nritta is grammatical element.
Storytelling is an art form. What are the key aspects that one needs to keep in mind while conveying a story through dance?
See, earlier traditional way, teaching is the teachers used to say story, then we will choreograph it, already choreographed stuff they will teach, like that. It was our traditional system, or the repertoire wise we used to follow that. Nowadays teachers evolved. Teachers want to take contemporary theme, the relevant social issues they want to take. For example, one dancer called Prachi Sathi. I have seen her performance in Pune. So the theme, it is a thematic presentation. It's called When Balls Dance. Okay, so over there she presented a girl child, how she, one sapling she grew, and from the childhood till 12-13 years she made it grow, and that tree was her companion. And one day, she was from a tribal community. So that Varli painting you must have heard, right? So she was from that community. So behind the backdrop, the Varli paintings on graphics was going on, on the backdrop, and the girl, she was enacting, that's Prachi, she was enacting as a girl child, and she was moving with the Bharatanatyam movements, and she was saying the story about how the people came and cut the tree, and it made so much pain to the girl, because she was so much aware about the environmental factors, what will destroy the nature, and also we are learning so many things in one little small production. It was just around 40 minutes stuff. So graphic designing ho raha tha. Then Bharatanatyam was there, and that environmental awareness she was trying to give, how this girl child can teach you stuff. So many messages you can teach through one art form. It is not necessary that one particular, this is best, that is better. Through any art form you can teach so many lessons. So Bharatanatyam is my way. Like that, many artists, any artist can find their own. I'm saying for the sake of your betterment and for the social betterment, learning one art form so definitely will be helpful. So this is my pattern. So I also wanted to do something like this, for this November, one of my students is going to perform on Abhinaya base. That was the highlight of that particular repertoire. She is going to present Aigiri Nandini. You must have heard that very popular Mahishasura Mardini Stotram. On that I choreographed. She is a 13-year-old girl. One girl named Nisha Pahuja is a documentary filmmaker, Oscar-winning documentary filmmaker based in Canada. She put this story, this girl, in the film she changed her real name. So that girl, how she was abused by 3 men, and she and her father fought for her justice, but the entire village was against them, for both of them. They said one of them, these 3 men who abused her, one of them is ready to marry you, then why are you not ready? 13-year-old girl was supposed to marry a man who abused her. How can it possible? So the entire village was against them as they are going to fight for their justice. Finally, After 8 years of, 3 years of their, legal fight, they've won. Definitely social workers were there to support them. And after 8 years, Nisha Pahuja, the filmmaker, documented the entire story with her permission. So I used this story as in my students' Margam piece. She will be doing in Mahishasura Mardini. My point and my interpretation is that nobody is there to save us as Mahishasura Mardini today in today's generation. You yourself can be a Mahishasura Mardini. Here she fought for herself with the help of her father and the social workers who were standing for her. But she had the courage and the willingness to fight for her to gain the justice. So this was my thought process, how we can relate to the contemporary stuff, what is happening around, so people can enjoy it well, rather than just enjoy the religious bhakti thing. So how the bhakti is related to art and how art is related to social issues. So like that I try to prove in this presentation. So I hope she will do justice to my interpretation and choreography.
Ma'am, your modern take on Mahishasura Mardini is really inspiring and will touch many lives who are inspiring to pursue dance as their career. What are the common misconceptions about Bharatanatyam you have encountered after having performed in worldwide stages?
See, I have noticed that the queer community cannot perform this dance, or male dancers cannot. Male are not perfect for Bharatanatyam. They will be having a feminine aspect after learning this. These are our cliche thought process. We have to get rid of all these things. Recently I had attended Nartaki Natarajan. Guru is there. Guru Kittappa Pillai's student. She is a trans woman. She is dancing with so much energy and grace, and we all dancers were in awe, how she's managed to do so grace. So she was explaining it to us, how she had gone through, when she was a small child, she had to run away from her home because of she's passionate about dance, and because of her identity crisis and how people were against her. So she fought for all these things, and now she won. In 2019 she won Padma Shri Award from President. So nothing is no barrier is required for Bharatanatyam or any kind of dance form. So she is the role model for me. So but pure soul, willing to share every knowledge, and I found that her body muscles are more physical and strong enough, and her grace is very Devi like grace. So it's a superb combination. Rather than we at 50s won't be able to dance like this. So she was such a modest lady. She was saying, my guru gave me second speed only. We have 3 speeds in Bharatanatyam. First speed, second speed, Vilamba Kala, Madhyama Kala and Dhruta Kala. So my guru gave me only till second speed. That's why I'm able to do at this age. That was not the case. It is not because of that. One reason might be that, but apart from that, she has this strength in her which could make her dance at this age. She's in late 50s, dancing superb with superb stamina and grace. So there is no gender barrier, caste barrier, no need of that. Which is I noticed, and I always tell my students, body barrier. I have plumpy students also, they do very gracefully. So there is no need to be trim and proper for this thing. Yeah, body is a tool. You should have the stamina. For that you have to eat properly, maintain your body as a tool, that is there. But other than there should not be a barrier, any kind of barrier, gender, body, nothing should be there. That's what I think.
Beautifully said, ma'am. Dance does not discriminate between gender, body or color. It is the dancer who embodies the art form. Do you have anything to say about the evolution of dance, how it has progressed from early ages to now? Although I know you are very young, but you must have seen a lot of dance performances, how it was before, few years back, and how is it now?
I'm honored. Okay, so this dance history, if you take the history of Bharatanatyam, like, it's years, more than, hundreds of years, like, Devadasis used to dance, and it was called as Sadiratam, and they were the temple dancers. From there they, transferred into Rajanartakis, like palace dancers. Then patrons used to take their responsibility. Then through colonization, degradation happened in their, profession. So suddenly there was in early 19th century was very bad for them. From there, Rukmani Devi Arundel, E. Krishnaya, like this kind of reformers tried hard to get the power and strength of this art form by giving proper structure and the importance to this art form. Like Rukmani Devi Arundel was the founder director of Kalakshetra. She was a Brahmin, first Brahmin dancer. Savarnas were not allowed to dance on that period. So like that she reformed, and she made a stepping stone to the dance field apart from Devadasis. So E. Krishnaya also a male dancer. Those period male dancers were not there. Nattu and ours were the dance teachers. Female only used to dance, like these Devadasis. So they both tried hard to evolve this Bharatanatyam, and Tanjavur got its four brothers, like they made a repertoire and structure to Bharatanatyam from Adavu to Pushpanjali, Alarippu, Jatiswaram, Shabdam, Varnam, Padam, Kirtanam, Tillana and Mangalam. They formed that. From that level, so we also learn all these repertoire or margam through traditionally. Later, by evolution, as I told you, like how the Nartaki Natarajan, the trans woman, she was using a lullaby as a Bharatanatyam item. In that, she was portraying a character who is not able to become a mother. There is no womb to pregnant as a mother. Still she has the motherhood. So that humanity, values, everything you can teach through this dance. Like that it evolved, rather than just showing the religious stories and mythological stories, portraying again and again. You can show this kind of this humanity, the compassion, all these elements can be added to the tradition. But definitely there was story about Nandanara, who was a downcast Shudra, who was not able to worship Shiva. Then Nandi was somehow he managed to reach at the doorstep of the temple, but that Nandi was there, and see, this Nandi is disturbing so much. However hard work I had taken over here, and now Nandi is not supporting me to see Shiva. So he prayed and Nandi moved away. Maybe this is a mythical story, or it will be a story, but here I am trying to say that that humanity, human parts, that no need of discrimination, all these values we are learning through dance form, we can teach other than these stories through our day-to-day life. I am saying, that's why we evolved a lot. We can see so many reels showing that powerfulness of that feminine characters, womanhood, that women empowerment, all these things in feminism, all these isms also can be added as our presentation topics, I am saying. So we evolved, we still cherish and preserve the tradition. At the same time, we are learning and trying to put more attributes to the dance repertoire and margam.
Ma'am has beautifully explained how traditional the dance form of Bharatanatyam is, and kudos to you, ma'am, for preserving this rich heritage that we have. Can you tell our audience of your relation with Mumbai Malayali Association and how you have been associated with them?
Being a Malayali, I'm so privileged to perform under various Malayali Samajam's performances and platforms. Like, you know, I used to perform in SNMS. I used to be the jury of competitions in Madhrubhumi, Nritta competitions, and I used to be the jury in SNMS and NBK's literary discussions. I always be a part into that also. So being a Malayali, it is a great privilege to be in this circle, which will help my students also to evolve more, and they also get opportunities to perform all these venues. Once I was asked to write a column about, an article about dance from Mumbai Jalagam. Like, you know, the editor, they called and asked me, okay, can you write an article about dance? So I wrote. So from there they could make out that, like, you know, I can write well. So somehow I am still writing in their column, in their magazine called Mumbai Jalagam, Kerala Kendra Sankadana's editorial base. It is called as Mumbai Jalagam. My column's name is Balcony. So I write every 15 days one article in that. So like that I am, socially attached to Malayali community, and they are always supportive to me, and especially Raagalaya. So, from I think of maybe 15 years I am connected with Raagalaya. Like, I had been to Shanmugananda to watch that, legendary performances of legendary artists. And you also gave many platforms to perform, and like that only art will be promoted and prospered forever. So definitely Malayali community in Kerala is a very strong community, and that strength should be forever. I am also a hardcore fan of Raagalaya events. I had attended Lakshmi Gopalaswamy's performance, which is curated at Shanmugananda Hall, and Shobhana's performance, and Yeshuda's musical night, and so many performances. And I really appreciate Raagalaya's initiation to support dance fraternity at the same time musical fraternity. Like, they make events like Nritta competition, dance competition, and musical competitions. And I have attended even Sudha Chandran's performance. It was such a mesmerizing day. Like, I can't forget all these events which contributed by Raagalaya. Thank you. You are giving, you are a boon to the artist. We wish to, you guys will progress in your journey of these productions. Thank you. Thanks a ton. I wish all the very best to Raagalaya events and their future activities. I am there for your, next activities and future activities. As a dancer and an artist, and as a Rasika, I will be there for your future events. Thank you.
Ma'am is also a gold medalist in BA in Bharatanatyam from Bharata University, affiliated to Nagpur University. As we speak to ma'am, we come to know that she's an encyclopedia of knowledge in Bharatanatyam, and the way you speak, ma'am, truly shows your passion in this art form. Do you have anything to tell our viewers to pursue their dreams in art form they like?
Yes, the question itself has the answer. Like, I want to tell the viewers that pursue any kind of art form, whichever you like. It will help you a lot in your journey, in your difficult or whichever journey you are going through, and make yourself proud. I didn't have a second thought, after making this as my career, this made me to heal my, stress, tension, wounds and everything. So every person will have to learn an art form. That is only my request and my wish to the viewers to share.
Thank you, ma'am. You've been wonderful, and it was my honor to take an interview with you.
Thank you so much, Harsha.
Thank you, ma'am. That's it from our side. Signing off.